Are CD players still relevant? Dorian in Romania writes to us and he asks, "Hey Paul, is a good CD player a good source of hi-fi music over a PC or laptop and DAC and stereo amp? I mean, in this day, CD player, is it still relevant for listening to hi-fi music from CDs?" I ask because in the near future I want to buy a new stereo amp that has a built-in DAC and a CD player. Well, okay. I think they are, even though we're told they're not. So we hear about the death of CD. It's over, just like we heard about the death of vinyl. CDs wiped them out. And yet today, vinyl sales are still going strong. But it is true that CD sales are greatly diminished and greatly down, thanks in part to streaming and I guess downloads and stuff. It's like I remember in my home theater, I've got a whole section of the wall dedicated to my Blu-ray discs, and I haven't bought a Blu-ray disc. I can't even think of the last time I bought one. What was the last time I bought one? I don't remember the movie, but there was some movie that they just simply weren't streaming. I think it was a Disney thing. Disney doesn't stream a lot of its movies, and the kids wanted something, so I went out and I bought it. But generally, I don't buy discs anymore. Why? I just go to Apple or I go to Prime or wherever, and there it is. I buy it, I add it to my library, and then it's there whenever I want to watch it. Or I just rent it or whatever. And I can't tell any difference between the quality. It all comes in 4K. I've got, surround sound. If I did a direct A/B comparison, yeah, probably would be a difference. But you know what? I don't care. I'm not that big of a videophile like I am an audiophile, where minute differences really, add up. But with respect to CDs, which was the genesis of the question, I think CD transports are still relevant because we still have so many CDs. I don't know about you, but I've got hundreds upon hundreds of CDs and albums. And while I still stream a great deal of my music today on Qobuz or Tidal, I still play discs. There are still discs that I've recorded myself. There are discs like, for instance, all my DSD stuff. No one that I know of is streaming DSD. And in order for me to listen to DSD, which, by the way, is the best audio quality recording playback medium, bar none, on the planet. If you haven't heard DSD, and you're missing out. And in Octave Records, when we release our record, everything will be recorded on DSD, on the Sonoma system. And we'll release CDs and we'll release data discs. And the data discs will have DSD. So pop that into any player that'll play a data disc, and most of them will, and in through the system streams DSD, which is so much better than PCM and so much better than vinyl. It's just, oh my God, I can't talk highly enough about it. So yeah, I think disc players, not just for CDs, but eventually as we release more and more DSDs and archive stuff and stuff that you can't get on streaming, you definitely need a CD transport, a player transport in your repertoire of equipment. I would highly recommend it. And certainly, I will always have one in, even in my home theater, I still have it just in case. But I think there is quite a need for it still, and they are still valid. And I would encourage you to pick up the unit that you want and have fun with it. Okay, shameless plug time. Paul's book, 99% True. Go to Amazon, type in 99% True, and I mean, almost anywhere you pick up, there's a crazy passage. I don't even have my glasses on here. Well, here I am getting. This is my birthday. Okay, I've just gotten into the Army. I'm in basic training, and today's my birthday, and it's 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I laid in bed on my 21st birthday feeling so sorry for myself. Honest to God, I laid there and I thought, oh my God. I had expected on my 21st birthday to go out and drink some alcohol. I had expected to go out with friends and girls, and instead, here I am laying in bed in Fort Ord, California, staring up at the ceiling, waiting for the dreaded Sergeant Ito to walk through the door, and I cried. I just thought, this was not what I had expected for my 21st birthday. McGowan! He walked straight up to me as I scrambled out of my bed and to my feet and stood statue still, clad only in my t-shirt and skivvies. Jesus, I thought, he knows it's my birthday. It's your birthday, maggot, he sneered. The hair on the back of my neck shot straight up and my face instantly felt on fire. Ito had already demonstrated an amazing talent for inventive torture and punishment. One night, after lights out, some idiot had stolen Sergeant Ito's whistle and paraded up and down the hall, blowing it as loudly as he could. There was hell to pay that night. For the next 2 hours, out on the exercise yard, we rolled on our backs, legs and our arms extended skyward, yelling, "I am a dying cockroach," until we were hoarse. When we could roll no more, we ran around the outside of the barracks singing, "Two old ladies lying in bed, one rolled over to the other and said, 'I want to be an airborne ranger.'" It ended only when it was time to line up for PE. But today was my birthday. "Yes, drill sergeant!" Report to the kitchen for KP. And there I learned that after having been tricked by the recruiter to signing up for another year of my life in the Army, I had gotten screwed, royally screwed. Anyway, lots of good stuff in there. 99% true. Go to Amazon, type it into the search field with my thanks. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.